It's Thursday, and we have the second of 3 Epic Strike Towers, and this time I'm going to show you guys like the most insanely easy way to defeat this level 30 Brachiosaurus, which on the surface looks like it should be rather difficult, but realistically just about everybody should be able to. In fact, I'm just going to say everybody should be able to knock this out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my Sucotator, and then I'm going to use, what is it, Dimodactylus. I always forget, it's Tupac version 2. And then I'm going to throw in my Apatosaurus, and just as a fail-safe, I'm going to put in my Dracorex Gen 2, and quite honestly, I'm most likely not even going to need this. So what we're going to do is, let's look at the stats on this level 30 Brachiosaurus. And Brachiosaurus is actually a really good dinosaur. The reason why you don't see it very often is because the DNA is really difficult to come by, so getting it up to competitive levels is rather difficult. But don't be fooled, this is one of the best tanks in the game. If we look at it, almost 7,000 HP. It's gonna do like just under 1,300 damage, speed of 111, and a crit chance of 30%. I'm gonna try to negate all those advantages that this dinosaur has. What I'm gonna do first is I'm just gonna flat out bleed. Yep, I really didn't do a whole lot of damage there, but in fact this rampage might just take me completely out. Luckily it didn't. But if we look, like that was a sizable chunk of health that just came out, because Lethal Wound is going to do 33% of the damage on Brachiosaurus. Now, all I have to do is survive for 2 more turns. I have no dinos knocked out. You can do the math here. It's pretty simple. I'm going to actually just swap into my Dimodactylus. If you don't have a Dimodactylus, it doesn't even need to be level 20. If you don't have one at all, Dimorphodon, which was spawning everywhere for like as long as I can remember, but realistically probably the last 10 days, we'll swap in, is going to do an additional, it's either 20 or 25, but I want to say it's 25% damage. Just want to double check on this if it's going to let me. There we go, 25 additional. So now I'm doing 58% damage on the bleed. Brachiosaurus has 96 health left, and I've only done 1 attack, and it wasn't even a strong attack. If we look, I can't swap, so I can't really look, but it wasn't a very strong attack. It was less than 1,000. So what started off as a 7,000 HP opponent is whittled down to 9,600. I've only taken 1 attack. Even if my Sucotator had been knocked out, it really wouldn't have been that big of a deal. I'm gonna get Rampage knocked out here. It doesn't matter, because this dino is done, I think. I don't know what just happened. The game does not like me right now. But I probably, like, you guys saw this. The dino was down. Was it gonna ruin like all the excitement of opening the Epic Incubator? Because I'm just gonna have to restart my game, and then it'll just show exactly what it was that I got. This is how you beat this dinosaur. Super easy. Now this strat is going to work for the majority of the single strike bosses. If your opponent is immune, then probably not so much. If they have a cleansing, then probably not so much. But any of these big tanky opponent dinosaurs that are Epic Strike Towers, or even the lower levels as well, the 1-2 punch of a bleed plus a swap in bleed is typically going to be able to get the job done. I'm gonna have to restart my game here. Hopefully I get credit for this knockout. The suspense was ruined a little bit, but as you can see, I definitely did get credit for the knockout. Like, honestly, this is fantastic. This is the type of incubator that I would love to get all of the time. The almost 400 Kentrosaurus is very useful to me. The 3100, like Velociraptor, the Tujangosaurus, the Deinonychus, all that is absolutely phenomenal. Oh, and here goes the animation at the end. All right, so there we go. Also going on today is, well, hello there. I started, you can't tell, but I started a 20-minute scent capsule since I'm near a park, where I'm looking to get some not Dracorex Gen 2, that's what I'm darting right now, but some Dilophosaurus Gen 2, or is it Diloran? No, just Dilophosaurus Gen 2. And what I have found is I still don't have the Scent of Claws incubator. Let me know in the comments below. Have you been one of the rare few who has picked up this Scent of Claws incubator? They are available in the free 6-hour incubators. I can't tell what the drop rate is, but it seems somewhere in the neighborhood of like 5%. But I went ahead and did a scent capsule while I was here because I want to have a spot open when I open my 6-hour incubator in just under 2 hours from now to potentially get my first Scent of Claws. We also have the blue Holiday Chase is back. Remember, this one is going to be coins, if I remember correctly. I think it went coins, incubator, hard cash, I believe was the pattern there. And additionally, like, there's a lot going on. I kind of need that other dinosaur to go away. You have 3 rares to choose from for darting the special event supply drops. You have 18 attempts over 2 days, Irritator, T-Rex Gen 2, and unfortunately I think it's Gorgosaurus is just going to completely get left out of this conversation. But here's what I want to talk about. Which one should you go for? As you see, I'm going for the Irritator here, and here's why. Both Irritator and T-Rex Gen 2 have unique hybrids, and they both take quite a bit of work to develop, to create. Now, T-Rex Gen 2 is a global rare spawn, so it's going to spawn anywhere and everywhere, just rather infrequently, although it's not real hard to find. The problem is that you're going to run into, and I think I'm going to have to restart my game here again, the timing seems really off on my scent capsule. I really have no way to gauge it, but it crashed my game, and then I don't think it's been 2 minutes since my last spawns, but a Notosaurus spawned, so I'm going to go ahead and dart this. It's a rare class dinosaur. Works for Notopatasaurus, which is a key ingredient for 3 different hybrids. Maybe could have spaced that out a little bit, but hey, that's okay. But here's the thing with Irritator and T-Rex Gen 2. If we look at the hybrid for T-Rex Gen 2, and it's right here, it's the Tyrannolophosaur. Now, Tyrannolophosaur needs 200 per hit, which is pretty expensive for T-Rex Gen 2, but it also needs 500 Dilophosaurus Gen 2, which is only a park spawn. As I've mentioned before, park spawns are kind of non-existent unless you're using a capsule. Hence the reason why I'm here wasting a capsule. So it's going to take you a while, and it's going to take a significant amount of time spent in a park, because even if you're trading amongst your alliance, there's really not a lot to go around. Your best bets are incubators, rare incubators, which you could get a significant dump, but chances are you're probably going to want to use that on your own and not distribute it to your alliance. Now, if we move on over to Irritator, which is here, this needs Irritator DNA. Well, you got to try to get Magna Pirator, however you want to pronounce it, and Irritator doesn't spawn at all. So 2 unique dinosaurs. I would say that the Tenontorex unique is better than Magna Pirator, however you want to say it. I'm just gonna call it Magna. But as you can see, it's not a clear-cut decision. For me, I'm just gonna go Irritator, simply because it doesn't spawn. To me, that's the determining factor on this. Let's see if, again, I need to restart my game. Woohoo! Look at this. Oh man. All right, couple of things. When you start this, close that. Dilophosaurus Gen 2 has spawned. I really need a good total on this, but I don't have anywhere to put my camera down, so this may be kind of wonky janky, but maybe not. The good thing about darting Dilophosaurus Gen 2 is it tends to, later in its darting cycle, run in a straight line for you. Maybe this is, no. Well, so there we go. So it just lines up nice and neat for me. 270, I'm absolutely gonna take that. And also, wow, there's a Dracorex Gen 2, which unfortunately, sarcasm, I have to dart real quick before I can open up my treasure chase. And I apologize for the guy in the background, like weed blowing or leaf blowing the grounds. 265 is not terrible, it's not great. I can usually do about 300 on that. But here we go. Opening up, and I believe this one is coins. 5,000. It's a good amount for doing nothing, and it goes away, provides a supply drop, which I can then spin, replenish darts because I was severely low, and then I'm gonna open my 3-hour incubator. More coins, more darts that I need. Suchomimus, Gallimimus, Dracorex. Not too bad. The Epic Strike Tower is not the only strike tower currently going on today. In fact, we have 2 others. There's a scent capsule. Look like a small one though. This one right here, which is going to be the immunity strike, was that a 5-step? And then maybe this one is going to be the fierce creatures, which is a 3-step. I'm not going to make you watch me battle this immunity creature, but the immunity creature is a tower that you're probably not going to want to use bleed on because it is a common strike tower. I would not expect it to be too difficult for most people. I'm going to knock this one down and then just show you the 2 incubators that come out of it, and we'll wrap up today's video. So far through the first 2 levels of the immunity strike tower, and they've both been a single dinosaur, and really I think it was Dimetrodon and Dimetrodon Gen 2. Nothing to really fret over in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna go ahead because it's about time to collect an incubator. Level 7 Dimetrodon, level 8 Dimetrodon Gen 2. Really, I mean, if you're brand new to the game, have a brand new account, these towers are going to provide a little bit of problem. And I remember when I was beta testing strike towers, my team was basically, I think level 5 was the highest dinosaur I had. And I don't think I could get all the way through these 5 steps. By the time we got to the end, it was too much for my little dinosaurs. But really, anything above that, and with the changes that have been made to the game, as far as ability to rack up a high amount of DNA for specific dinosaurs starting off, I feel like this strike tower really should not present any problems. A little small incubator here, really looking for Dimetrodon would be great. Gen 2, okay, and Dimetrodon is, I mean, it's only 14. You see that I had 0 available before that. It's one of the more common requests, or it was for a while actually in my alliance, but I feel like my alliance has 5 dinosaurs that it requests on the reg, and it's Dilophosaurus Gen 2, Tenontosaurus, T-Rex Gen 2, and Irritator maybe a little bit, but kind of just the same 5 for the most part. Probably not that much indifferent, unlike what your alliances are requesting. But oh, Dracorex is one as well. Now I'm just going to use critical impact. It looks like my Utacinoraptor is pretty much going to be able to handle this entire tower all by itself. I know I can't stun my opponents here, but it's the best move I have available. That's good enough. I could have swapped in for Dracorex Gen 2. Just really didn't see the need. And then I'll have one more tower to get the bronze or gold incubator, which is going to have some epic DNA in it, which will always be nice. I'm trying to think what could be in there. Secodontosaurus comes to mind. I have more than enough Secodontosaurus to last me a little while. It's amazing how fast DNA goes once you start creating hybrids and super hybrids and unique dinos. It all goes really, really quickly. See if I can hit through evasive stance one more time. That's really lucky for me. I wish I could hit through it in the arena that often. I didn't even look to see. I don't know what the 3 Dyna and Kylo put on. Again, they're all immune. I can't stun them. There's no reason to use instant charge when my critical impact should probably be a one-hit KO. It wasn't. I think this should be enough. Barely, but yeah. And then that should set me up pretty nicely for the final dinosaur, Dimetrodon Gen 2 level 7. So yeah, there's nothing in this tower that you guys should be nervous about when attacking. Looks like any level 20 dinosaur will probably work. Now, let's see the goody goodies. I really don't even know what the epic would be if it's not Secodontosaurus, just off the top of my head. Calamimus and Kylocodon and Secodontosaurus. Alright, I have one more. My 15-minute incubator is now up. Irritator Gen 2. Hey, T-Rex Gen 2. I'll take it. And Proceratosaurus. And finally, I think I have some fusions that I can do here. And typically I like to do a bunch of fusions at once, but I have one fusion here. I would love a 20. I will take a 40. So that's going to give me, I believe, a fusion here. Like, there's nothing that I can get that will finish this. A 20, okay. To be expected. You can't complain when you get the average. So that is good. What else did I feel like? Oh, Irritator for Pyritator. I can do a fusion here. I don't have enough Dimetrodon to matter, but that's going to push me up over for another fusion again for Magna. I'm going to have to find some Dimetrodon somewhere. And I think that, oh, Kentrosaurus. I had some Kentrosaurus that I picked up. Almost 400. That's, don't want to mess that up. You're level 19. So I've got, wow, I've got a few fusions on this. 20 at a time. I've got 6 more. That's great. Take some big numbers. I'm definitely not going to get this to level 20 here unless, I mean, I just get, I mean, I'd have to get 100 and then 2 more big numbers. And 10 is lacking a 0 to be the 100. Okay. I mean, nothing that's unexpected here. 2 more fusions. There's a 40, that's nice. Now get this. It is possible. An 80, a 90, or a 100. Super rare, like very, very long odds here. But it is possible. A 40? Okay. Which means, you know, like 150 more Kentro should be plenty to take my, I can't pronounce this one, to level 20, and then Trico is on the horizon. So there we go. All in all, a really good day. I'm extremely excited and happy with the totals. Let me know in the comments below, how easy was this strike tower? Not the one I just did, well, both of them, but how easy was the epic strike tower? Also, are you going for T-Rex Gen 2 or are you going for Irritator? That's all I've got for today, so until next time.